box. So I'm gonna actually make this full screen just so it covers up more like my actual screen and I can have no problems reading it. But anyways, so right away you want to make sure that you check all these things right here, and you don't have to worry about like actually copying and pasting like the link. It's not needed. So from there we can scroll down and go to the general settings. So these are the settings that are gonna apply to all these other tabs right off the bat. So if you want to like make your text animation like layout default to like having the text on top of the GIF or having the text under the GIF or whatever, you can set that up. You can also set up the alert delay right off the bat, and that's gonna apply to every single thing right here. So your donations will show up 5 seconds later, your subscribers will show up 5 seconds later, things like that. It's not too needed. You can do all this like manually in each of these tabs, but I just thought I'd mention it anyways. But from there we can go to the donations tab, and so it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just enable your donation alerts, pick the alert thing you want. So for me, as you guys saw, first off the GIF shows up and then the text shows up on top of the GIF. That's usually the most popular one that most people do, but in case you want it to show so that like the GIF shows up and then the text shows up under it, so I'll just quickly click that. I'll go ahead and save it. Then I'm gonna go to back to like my editor and then go down here and test my donation. So as you can see, there's a GIF and there's like the text because I had it show up under it now. But I'm gonna go back because obviously that is awful. So go to the alert box, and from there go to donations, go down, and then let's make it text on top of the GIF. From there, I want an animation that fades in and then fades out whenever it shows the alert and then it goes away. You can also change what kind of message you want to show up. So name is obviously going to be the YouTuber's name who donated to you, and amount is going to be how much they donated. So leave these two things right there, but you can also just change the text that you want to add. So you can say, Moz threw me this many dollars, whatever, or like Moz donated this many dollars, or Moz the goat donated this much money. And then for text animation, you can add some if you want. I personally don't like to have it. And then for image, this is where you'd actually just add like a GIF. So right here, I already showed you guys what mine looks like, but you can just add literally what any kind of GIF that you want to do. Just drag it, drop it into here. I used to have like a picture of like Drake dancing or something. I might be able to find it actually. I can't find it, but one cool thing is they do have a ton of stock images that you can use.
I saw things that
turn off night mode if you do want to add to your stream, and I think that's
this we call the wall of hope.
It might, but for me right now it did. So all you have to do is go to the top left and just drag it in, and it's going to become smaller, and then you can just adjust it. So drag it back to the top left corner, drag it down, and that's basically exactly how the Blender should be. Sometimes it glitches out and gets like too zoomed in based on like your resolution, things like that, but it's pretty simple to fix, just like I showed you guys right there. And so moving on from that, the next thing I want to show you guys is how you can add your webcam, and the same actually applies for if you have like an Elgato game capture or something that you record your console with. All you do is go up here and hit add new source. From there, go to video capture device, hit add source, and then from there, there I am. But anyways, from there, you're probably not gonna see this stuff right here, but you'll just name your webcam or like your Logitech or your game capture or whatever you want to name it. Then from there, hit add new source, and then from here, you can basically like that, but it's pretty simple to fix, just like I showed you guys right there. And so moving on from that, the next thing I want to show you guys is how you can add your webcam, and the same actually applies for if you have like an Elgato game capture or something that you record your console with. All you do is go up here and hit add new source. From there, go to video capture device, hit add source, and then from there, there I am. But anyways, from there, you're probably not gonna see this stuff right here, but you'll just name your webcam or like your Logitech or your game capture or whatever you want to name it. Then from there, hit add new source, and then from here, you can basically select whatever you want to do. So if my console was on right now, then you'd probably see my PlayStation right now. And if you want to add your webcam, then you do the same thing. Just
wow, birds with arms are nuts.
Select whatever your webcam is. From there, you can scroll down and just change like the resolution, things like that if you need to. But I'm actually gonna show you guys how you can add something if you already have an existing source available. So I'm just gonna remove this as if we didn't do anything already. Then I'm gonna go to the plus, go to video capture device one more time, hit add source, and then from here it's gonna actually be able to pick it from a different scene that you already had. So it already knows that I have this exact thing in my Fortnite one, I think. So I hit add existing source, and there I am. So I can just make myself smaller like that. And this is usually about the size people put the webcams. And one cool thing I want to show you guys is if you hold the alt key on your keyboard, it's usually on the left side of your space bar, and then if you drag it in from the left, so as you guys can see, there's a bunch of like space right there that I'm not there, so it definitely doesn't need to be in like my actual webcam. So if I hold the alt key and drag it in from the left, it can actually cut off the side, and you guys can only see me right there. And that's what a lot of streamers do. I know Pokimane does this, and a lot of other people. They just make the webcam like a square and then they'll like place it right here because then it doesn't take up too much of the screen. Honestly, it makes a lot of sense. I personally like to keep mine somewhere like this just because I like to have like the extra space around me, but it's not too much because
Where's the pussy at then?
There's a ton of space here before, but obviously I did cut it out in this like overlay right here. But that's basically how you add like a webcam and how you can record your screen on OBS.
Coming in the
and
mail
one thing I do want to show you guys for those of you guys who just can't afford to like pay for like a cool designer, like the cool design like the one I have right here, or like other kind of overlays, is you can actually go to the themes tab right here, and they'll actually have a bunch of pre-made themes that you can select from to actually add to your stream, and I think that's amazing. You can filter it out and you can find like actual like layouts for your OBS stream that are pretty sick. So if I just
name,
click
his
on a
actual
random one.
first
Like,
name
okay, I'll
is
click on
God.
this one. I probably
God.
wouldn't use this one, but
No,
it looks pretty
God.
sick. It's animated
No,
on the back. They have this like
G-U-Y,
animated
God.
stream starting soon thing. They have this right here, and then she has the little webcam
God,
right here. They'll give you
Dr.
all the things to
Disrespect,
work with, and all you have to do is just place
Bomb.
your webcam where you want it, and place your gameplay where you want it. The rest will work out by itself.
Weird last
But anyways,
name.
I'm gonna go back to my editor right here, and I'm gonna run you guys through the
Still doesn't
settings,
know
which
how
I
the
think personally
reasoning
are the best
behind
streaming
his
settings
ban
for
from
OBS.
Twitch.
So all you have to do to go to the settings is go up here to the top right where the little settings gear is. From there, click on it.
Apparently it's,
and
like, really
this
private,
is
'cause,
something
like,
that you
Nick-
should see right here.
Nick
So I'm
Merch,
gonna
man,
run through some of the tabs, and the first one's
streamed
gonna be
the
the
other
stream tab. And right off the bat, since you sign in
Dr.
to Streamlabs OBS with your
Anyways,
YouTube
like,
account
yeah, I
or
can't
your
tell you
Twitch
that.
account or whatever it is, it should
He was
automatically
having
grab your
fun
stream
on
key right
Twitch.
here. Anyways, moving on from that, we have the output tab. So I'm gonna click on that. And one thing I highly recommend most people do, I know a lot of streamers use the advanced output mode, but definitely use the simple
bro.
one. I find that it works perfectly, and you really don't have to mess with anything because Streamlabs OBS
call
does a
like
great
to
job
subscribe.
at finding out what's best for your computer. So personally, for me, I use the encoder NVENC, and this is only available if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. If you have an AMD one, then you should see something that says AMD something. But if you don't see that, then just go ahead and use the software X264, and then it's gonna use your actual processor to encode for your stream. For audio bitrate, I usually leave that on 160, and video bitrate is something that you have to pay attention to your upload speed for. Now, I personally don't think that you should ever go past 6,000 for your video bitrate because I know some of the biggest streamers like Pokimane, CurryJD, Nadeshot, and a bunch of other people all use 6,000 or less, as far as I'm aware. So definitely don't try pushing past 6,000 because it's really not needed at all. Alright, so right now I should have like a little upload to bitrate like conversion ratio thing on the screen right now, and that's just like my recommended settings for you guys to use in case you have a certain upload speed and use your bitrate based off of that. So I have like an upload speed of like 11, and I still use 4500 because that works perfectly for me, and it results in like some pretty HD streams. So I highly recommend if you have a good upload speed anywhere but over like 5 or like anywhere over like 6 or 7, then just use 4500 because that's like the perfect middle ground for anyone in that range. And if you have somewhere between like 1, 2, 3, and 4, then probably use whatever's on the screen that I recommend for you guys right now. But anyways, you don't really have to do anything more here. The rest is just like recording settings. So from there we can move on to the audio. And for this, for your desktop audio device, you want to make this wherever the audio goes in your computer. So for me, it goes to my headset like my Astro. So this is what I had to select for me right here. But for you, you might have to do like your headphones or like your mix amp or something like that. Desktop audio device 2, I leave that disabled because I don't have 2 headphones. For mic auxiliary device 1, I make that like my actual microphone, the one that you guys are hearing me on right now. And I don't have multiple mics, so I just only use one and I disable other options. From there we can move on to video. Alright, so your base canvas resolution is actually going to be what your screen dimensions are. So for me, mine is actually 2560 x 1440. I have mine set at 1080p. I really don't know why. I should probably set it to this, but again, I personally don't care because it works fine for me. But on the chance that you don't know what your actual screen dimensions are, or in case like you have a weird screen dimension or you plan like a TV or something random, all you have to do is go down here to the bottom left and just type in display. And once you do that, just hit change display settings, and you should see a new window appear like this one right here. Scroll down until you find the resolution tab, or like the resolution box right here. And the recommended one is more than likely going to be what your actual screen dimensions are. So mine is 2560 x 1440 like I told you guys. So if you go back to Streamlabs and then type in 2560 x 1440, that's one I should personally be using, but just use whatever shows up right here. More than likely it's going to be 1920 x 1080. And then for your output scale resolution, this is exactly what you're going to be streaming to YouTube or Twitch or whatever servers that you're actually streaming on in that quality. So personally, I stream at 900p and it shows up as 720p, but realistically speaking, it looks way better than 720p and it doesn't look as crispy as 1080p does. Now, I really don't recommend trying to push a 1080p stream unless you have a really good PC and a really good internet connection, because then it's probably worth it. But other than that,
I don't know, man. You can reuse some of that footage.
720, because that's almost what every single YouTuber or Twitch streamer does, unless they're like really high up top in that scene and they have like the best internet connection possible and the best PC possible and things like that. Now, just like I said before, I personally
he's trying to help move all the debris
900 by myself, and then I click that because I personally think it looks better than 720p, and it doesn't look as good as 1080p, but it basically comes really close without putting that extra strain on my computer. From there, make sure that your downscale filter is Lanczos. I have no idea how to pronounce it. I think that's how you say it. For FPS type, leave it at common FPS values, and then for common FPS values, just do 60. In case you can't push a 60 FPS stream and your computer just isn't good enough, for your internet speed just isn't good enough, go ahead, change that down to 30, and maybe make your output scale resolution to 1280 x 720. Anyways, moving on from that, I don't really personally care about hotkeys or the advanced. This isn't good enough. Here, sync flash is not 30. Either your notifications, enable notifications, and all that good stuff. It works fine. I think I have it set right here. Appearance again doesn't really matter too much. You can turn off night mode if you do want to. I actually personally like to have mine in like light mode, but I know a lot of the people watching are probably gonna want night mode, so I'll leave it on night mode. And then remote control again isn't needed. So once you've done all that, just go ahead and hit done, and you should be good to go. So now I'm actually gonna show you guys how you can add like all the alerts and all those cool things like this one right here. I think if I could test it and hit like subscriber. Yeah, so that's like my little like animation that shows up whenever I get like a subscriber or like a donation or a sponsor or something. Whenever I'm streaming, yours are probably gonna look different, but I'm gonna basically be showing you guys how you can add things like that. Alright, so one quick little thing I need to show you guys how to do before we actually move on to like donations and alerts and all those things is how to actually add like that little alert box onto your screen. So all you have to do is go to this little plus button right here, then go to the widgets, hit alert box, and it does say essential because it is pretty essential. And then from there, just hit add source, and I already have it right here, but basically all you do is just add new source, and then you can pick how like big you want to be, like width, height, all that good stuff. Change the FPS if you want to. You can make it 60 FPS if you do. And then from there, that's basically it. Hit done, and you should be good to go. So I'm gonna quickly delete this one because I don't need it anymore. I already have one that's right here, and I made it caps alerts, and then so from there, whenever I like hit sponsor or something, it shows up like that, and it has a little alert like sound too, which I'm gonna be showing you guys how to do in a second. But anyways, guys, let's move on to the next step. So all you have to do is go up here to the dashboard on the top left, and then from there you should see a whole new interface. So now walking through all the stuff on the left, it's really not too important. Like you can go to your donations and see your donate to, your members, all that stuff. The first thing I want to show you guys is donation settings. So go here and make sure that you link your PayPal account to your Streamlabs account so that when people pay you, it actually goes to the right email address. And one other thing you want to do is go to the settings and scroll down, and this is going to be the link that people actually pay you at. So this is the link that you want to promote everywhere, like in your descriptions or like your Twitch or like wherever. This is the link that people are going to click whenever they want to donate to you. So they'll go here, they'll type in whatever they want to pay you. From there, it's going to go over here, and it's going to go straight to your PayPal, or like it'll go to your credit card. If actually, I think it can go to your credit card. I'm not too sure. Oh, you can add cryptocurrency now? I got to add this. But anyways, oh wait, let me go back. Now from there, you really don't have to do anything else in the account tab. So from there, let's maximize the widgets one and jump into the alert box. So I'm going to actually make this full screen just so it covers up more of like my actual screen. I can have no problems reading it. But anyways, so right away, you want to make sure that you check all these things right here, and you don't have to worry about like actually copying and pasting like the link. It's not needed. So from there, we can scroll down and go to the general settings. So these are the settings that are going to apply to all these other tabs right off the bat. So if you want to like make your text animation like layout default to like having the text on top of the GIF or having the text under the GIF or whatever, you can set that up. You can also set up the alert delay right off the bat, and that's going to apply to every single thing right here. So your donations will show up 5 seconds later, your subscribers will show up 5 seconds later, things like that. It's not too needed. You can do all this like manually in each of these tabs, but I just thought I'd mention it anyways. But from there, we can go to the donations tab, and so it's pretty simple. All you have to do is just enable your donation alerts, pick the layout thing you want. So for me, as you guys saw, first off, the GIF shows up, and then the text shows up on top of the GIF. That's usually the most popular one that most people do, but in case you want it to show up so that like the GIF shows up and then the text shows up under it, so I'll just quickly click that. I'll go ahead and save it. Then I'm going to go back to like my editor and then go down here and test my donation. So as you can see, there's a GIF and there's like the text because I had it show up under it now, but I'm going to go back because obviously that just looks awful. So go to the alert box, and then from there go to donations, go down, and then let's make it text on top of the GIF. From there, I want an animation that fades in and then fades out whenever it shows the alert, and then it goes away. You can also change what kind of message you want to show up. So name is obviously going to be the YouTuber's name who donated to you, and amount is going to be how much they donated. So leave these two things right there, but you can also just change the text that you want to add. So you can say, Moz threw me this many dollars, whatever, or like Moz donated this many dollars.
All right, you guys ready to?
The goat donated this much money. And then for text animation, you can add some if you want. I personally don't like
just
to have
about.
it. Then for image, this is where you'd actually just add like a GIF. So right here, I already showed you guys what mine looks like, but you can just add literally any kind of GIF that you want to do. Just drag it, drop it over here. I used to have like a picture of like Drake dancing or something. I might be able to find it actually. Actually, I can't find it, but one cool thing is they do have a ton of stock images that you can use in case you don't have any GIFs that you want to use right off the bat. So just go here, stock files, images, find one that you like, hit select, and then from there, all you have to do, pick a sound that you want to play with that donation. You can add a sound volume. I think it's really good to keep it really low because otherwise it's going to be way too high. Make sure you add an alert duration too, because obviously you can have your alert be like 158 seconds long, which is almost like 2 minutes. Wait, oh my god, I'm stupid. That's almost like 3 minutes actually. But anyways, so I like to keep my alerts only up on the screen for 7 seconds, then they go away, and have like a 1 second alert delay, so like the text shows up 1 second after the GIF starts playing, because then it looks the best. And then from there, that's basically it. You can add like font settings too if you want to, change the font and things like that. All this is literally just personal preference to however you like it. So anyways, once you saved your settings and all that stuff and went through and did it for subscribers and members and super chats and like merch, I don't really know how the merch one works, to be honest. I have it disabled because obviously I don't sell merch. You guys want me to sell merch? Let me know. But anyways, so So make sure that you enable each of the ones that you do, and then go through and customize it to however you like it.
This nigga
Add a
never
sound if you
milked a
want there to be
fucking
sound,
cow before.
add a sound volume, make sure you mess with the font, make sure you mess with the alert variations if you want to, and all that good stuff. But honestly,
You
that
ever
really does wrap it up
milk
for
a cow,
the video,
bro? That
guys.
shit's fucking
Also, let me know
weird.
if you guys do like my new like little animated like webcam
Bro,
thing or
real
whatever.
streamer
It
now.
cycles through like all my social medias on the bottom, which I think is insanely awesome. Alright guys, so one thing I do want to say, I'm just throwing this back into the video. I actually just finished recording the video and I realized there's one thing I forgot to show you guys. And so like right down here on the bottom left is how you go live. You just hit the go live button. And the coolest thing about Streamlabs OBS is when you go live, your stream chat pops up right here on the side right off the bat. And you can literally read your stream while you're like actually streaming, right? You don't have to like open up a new window with like your like pop out chat and things like that. And the cool thing is when you're live, it's automatically going to switch to this tab right here. And when it does that, then you can see all the people who have been subscribing, all the people who have been donating, all that good stuff. Like for me, for some reason, it's not like updated because it's saying I've gotten like no subs in 20 days. That's obviously incorrect. But anyways, so I think it usually always updates whenever you're like live. But so you're gonna see this, and you're gonna see your little preview right here. I highly recommend keeping the preview pretty small because then it's not gonna use up too much of your graphics card or your CPU to process the image. And then you're also gonna see like your entire live chat on the right side, which is insane. You can also see your viewer count on the top right, and you can also hide it if you do want to by clicking on the viewer count. And one last thing I want to mention is there might be a chance that you accidentally added multiple mics right here in the mixer, because sometimes your webcam will add its own mic and you're also going to have your normal mic. So go down and make sure that you mute the mic that's on your webcam. This isn't going to be a glitch that happens for everyone, but it did happen to me, so I wanted to make sure that I did cover it for you guys. So make sure that you mute the other mic in so you don't have like a little echo thing that's going on. And then from there, you're basically good to go. Make sure you have your desktop audio set at a decent volume and also have your personal actual microphone. So that good
Bro,
volume,
it's like
and then
drinking milk
you should be
from
good to go. How the hell have I been recording for 46 minutes? Alright, I'm gonna say
Have you ever
my outro now,
had
guys.
fresh
But anyways,
milk
guys, I
from
hope
a
you guys
cow?
did enjoy the video. If you did, please
No.
remember that like button, share this video
Bro,
with
it's
your
the
friends,
worst thing
and
in
go
the
ahead and hit that
world.
subscribe
And
button
that's
if you
why my
haven't
dad
already,
grew up
because we're
on when you have
on
cereal, so, like,
200,000
when you have
subscribers,
cereal,
which is
it's, like,
still
warm.
insane to me somehow. And I'll help us appreciate
Where
it.
did you
But
have
other than
that?
I
In
guess
El
I'll see you guys in the
Salvador,
next one.
my grandpa
Peace.
has a farm, like he has cows in the back, and that's how he. Like every morning, he goes and milks cows, takes them for a walk, and then comes home
Real. Oh my god.
and makes cheese and fucking has cereal, has milk.
I couldn't, bro.
This shit's fucking gross.
Does it taste like water or is it like creamy?
It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like,
So Vic, you know
Is
my
it like-
YouTube?
no, I haven't hopped on YouTube yet.
Is it thick
Check
and
it
glossy?
out, bro.
No, it's not thick and gloppy. It's not. It's like warm milk, bro. It's like, think of milk but warm before it gets refrigerated.
Josh, you know my YouTube?
Nah.
Come on, look me up.
What is it? What is it? I don't remember it.
Tom Bomb 631. Or okay.
Oh yeah, I see.
You see? Oh shit.
I'm subscribed.
Major spoilers. Type something.
This nigga cleaned his room so he could stream.
Dead ass.
Shut up!
Yo, I walked in before, bro. His fucking
No.
bed was a mess, bro.
Father.
Why did you do it to me, Father?
Did you type a comment?
Yeah.
Wow, sick. Dude.
Forgive me.
Dude, sick game.
Forgive me for
Ready? Oh, wait a minute. Victor's being a little bitch. Be right back. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in. We're back. Oh no, it kept going.
I remember his face. I'll find him.
Yeah, really sell it.
Wait, so did you get Streamlabs open? Is that what you're using?
Yep, I just edited it all.
Nice. You should put like a frame around your camera.
Take care of you.
And you can put your controller on there. You can put the gamepad. Pretty cool. If you ever want to do that.
Here,
Yo, I will for Rocket League.
under the linden tree.
I'll bury you under the linden tree.
Oh, that actually would be a very good idea
Yes, I can
for
do
Rocket
that
League.
much for you.
But dude, definitely put a frame around your camera. It makes it look. It makes it pop.
You mean like around the line?
I have
Like,
to bury my mother.
although the stream sounds kind of shitty. I mean, it might. The
Room is echoey.
it might also be the Discord.
Find a spade. I'm gonna loot him.
You for shit.
Loot my parents. Just got 1 groschen. Thanks.
You say you looted your parents?
Yep. I hear a dog. The sound is bad. I need all the feedback. You guys are my test subjects.
I don't know. I feel like your mic sounds a little staticky.
Are you sure it's not the rain in the game?
Oh, maybe it is rain in the game.
Bro, this is one fucking dogs.
I don't know, but I could be the Discord. I'll watch you on my TV.
All right,
Yeah, I'm
but
watching on my I'm watching on my phone, and because it's like a phone call with Discord going too.
Yeah.
It makes the audio sound like lower for me.
Yeah. Same.
Oh no, not the alert box.
Let me see.
Okay. Properties. Don't worry, boy. Don't you worry. I'm gonna put a fucking.
What is it, Tommy123?
What?
Tom Bomb 631.
All right, cool.
Bigger clicks.
Oh, he's frozen. He's not even there.
Oh, because I'm trying to put that frame.
Oh, he's not frozen. It's just your eyes fucking just blink. He's mad still.
Oh, you mean a frame on the screen?
Be right back.
Your eyes fucking just blink. He's mad still.
Actually, no, because I need to do this.
Frame on the screen.
Be right back.
Yeah, the stream's kind of behind.
Actually, no, because I need to do this.
Frame on the screen.
Be right back.
You could definitely do you could change your hotkeys so like it just does that by clicking like F1 or F2.
How do I put the border, bro? I can't even do that.
So you change your hotkeys so like it just does that by clicking like F1 or F2.
How do I put the border, bro?
So you change your hotkeys so like it just does that by clicking like F1.
Wow, wow, wow. Oh, you know what? I think I can do that right here with Logitech. Logitech Capture app. Install later. I can't breathe. I'm Juice World. Border. Oh, I did have a little border. I wonder if that's there. Alright.
All right. Maybe I'll go look for a snack.
Yeah, look for a snack, bro.
Yeah, I'm Warzone ready, bro. Whenever we want it.
I'm Tom, how you feeling, bro? You ready?
Yeah, let's spice up the stream.
Yeah, Tom.
Get that Warzone going.
I guess. But I want that border. Maybe you just put the border around.
Rodrigo has a nice border. Let me show it to you. Or had a nice border, actually, because I deleted it.
Because it's being bad.
Let me see his past streams. Maybe I can find it. Twitch.
You just put an image, probably. Around him. Is that what you did, bruh? Yeah, that's probably what you did.
Oh, it only goes back to a week ago. Damn it. You used to have a nice one.
Right? You're not taking it from this thing? Is it just a picture or something?
No, I took it from there.
You took it from there. How would I do that?
Oh, 2019. How what a time that was to be alive.
Alright, BRB.